Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I was looking at my YouTube channel in the description of my audience, and it turns out that 3% of my audience is in the United Kingdom. And that's probably a whopping 4 or 5 people over there watching me, I guess, because I'm not that popular yet. But I thought, what could I do to celebrate having this small audience in the United Kingdom? And I thought, well, I could talk about the royal family over there, because when it comes to England, the royal family is all I ever hear about. I don't hear about the weather or anything else that goes on over there. So I thought I'd begin by saying I'm 40 years old, and my mother was pregnant with me during the same time that Princess Diana was pregnant with Prince William. So I feel like I've had sort of a connection with the royal family my whole life, because after my mom told me that, I thought that was kind of neat. And looking back on it, the earliest memory that I have of hearing about the royal family is Princess Diana and Prince William and Prince Harry were at an airport somewhere. And I don't know where they were at or where they were going, but they were at an airport. And back then, they had magazines that you could buy or look at the airport. And Prince William and Prince Harry found a Playboy magazine and was looking at it, and it was all on the American news. I don't know if it was on the news in England or not. But I heard about this, and Princess Diana, she seen what they were doing, and she went and bought them that Playboy. And not only that, if that wasn't enough, she actually took them to the Playboy mansion and let them meet whoever it was on the centerfold of that magazine, so that her boys could learn why they do that, and everything about them. And I thought that Prince William and Prince Harry had the most awesome mother in the world for having done that. And I was like, boy, they are just so lucky, of all the other ways that they're lucky. That had to be the thing to make me think that they were lucky. So that was the first thing that got me to notice the royal family. And I really like King Charles. I think King Charles is awesome. And you may not know this about me, but I have a problem talking to myself. If I'm by myself and there's nothing going on, I have a really hard time with my mind wandering around and thinking about things that happened years and years ago, and talking to people that aren't in the room, and I always attributed it to me being an only child and not having any brothers or sisters to talk to. But now that I'm older, I feel like that's probably not the case, because my son has some of the same tics that I have, and they might not be exactly the same. But anyway, getting back to King Charles, I just love King Charles, because he has admitted a long time ago that he has a similar problem, a similar issue, that he talks to trees, and he might talk to his peas and carrots at the dinner table. He was made fun of a little bit on the Muppets for doing that. And I just applaud him for coming forward and admitting his faults to the British people and to the people of the world. It makes me feel good that, I'm not the only person with problems. And King Charles, he has similar issues, and they still let him be king. So I think that's great. I mean, he really makes me feel better about my issues. So there you go. I just love him for that. And let's see. My life has had its ups and downs, and I remember back in the spring of 2011, Prince William was getting married to Kate, and during his wedding, which it was all over the news, during that time, I was in the middle of a divorce. And me and my ex-wife were parting ways. And I remember thinking, boy, I wish I'd have modeled my life more after Prince William and waited till I got older to gotten married. But if I'd have done that, then I wouldn't have had my son. So I guess it's a good thing, that I didn't pay that close of attention to the royals. But and another thing is I hear a lot of talk about how they cook over there for the royals, and they put alcohol in everything, and they talk about them going on hunting trips and eating little pound cake. I don't know what kind of cake it is, but it's got like 8 or 10 different alcohols in it. And I heard that a piece of wedding cake from Will and Kate's wedding went for sale at an auction, and it went for like 400 pounds or something like that. And a piece of cake from Prince Charles and Camilla's wedding, which was a lot older, it went for auction for no telling how much, and it had like 20 different alcohols in it. And I believe King Charles is a little pretentious, a little bit. I've heard stories of him getting his servants to iron his shoelaces. And I think, wouldn't it be so much easier just to put a brand new pair in every day? That would be so much easier. But I don't know if that's true. King Charles may want you to think that his servants iron his shoelaces, but in actuality, it may not be the case. I don't know. That just seems a little far-fetched for me, being an American, but I don't know. Maybe they do. Maybe they wake him up every morning and iron his shoelaces. I don't know. But, I remember in 3rd grade when King Charles and Diana were going through their divorce, and my teacher was had a magazine with them in it, and reading it, and being enthralled with all the gossip going on at the time. And I've just enjoyed keeping up with them, and wonder what it would be like to do what they do every day. And in a way, I wouldn't want it, but it would be neat to experience it for a day, but I don't know if I'd want to live it. So you'd have to give up a lot of freedom to do what they do. So anyway, what was her name? I can't think of it. Oh yeah, when Princess Diana died, it was during the same time that Mother Teresa died, and Princess Diana got a lot more TV footage than Mother Teresa, and some people felt in my circle at the time that they should have given Mother Teresa more of attention than what they did, because she did a lot of wonderful things too. Not to take anything away from Princess Diana, because she did all kinds of great and wonderful things and had a great life, but that was just one of the things that I remember that went on during the same time that people talked about. And they talk about how there used to be a show back in the 80s called Dallas, and she went up to JR and said, can you tell me who shot you, JR? And JR said, no, I can't even tell you. So that was pretty funny to imagine the Queen over there watching Dallas and watching
asking who shot JR.
Asking who shot JR. That was pretty humorous, because you wouldn't think the Queen watching that show, but I guess she did. That's amazing. And there was a rumor that went around here in Kentucky. The Queen used to come to the Kentucky Derby, and there was a rumor that someone that worked there was handed a bag of garbage, and that he was instructed to burn the garbage, that the garbage belonged to the Queen, and they didn't want any information leaked that what the Queen had ate at the Kentucky Derby. And he took it out there behind the barn and went through it before he burned it. And rumors persist that there was a bag of Cheetos in there, and that the Queen may have indulged in a bag of Cheetos while at the Kentucky Derby. All I could say is that they're messy, and I hope she brought her toothbrush, But, that's funny to think about, because you don't think about the Queen eating anything that a normal, everyday person might eat. You think that everything she ever ate was prepared by a 5-star chef or something. But they probably would like for you to think that, But anyway, that's all I really can think about the Royals right now. If you're out there in England and you're watching the show, I hope you enjoy it. I hope that you continue watching, and I'll catch you later. Bye.